Last but certainly not least, since we know who the next recipient is, Carol, do you have anything to say about Miss
Well, of course, I always have something to say. Gemze, well, Agnes DeMille. Agnes DeMille was always asking Gemze to perform with one of her favorite dancers and ours too, Mr. James Mitchell. Now, Gemze, of course, was in the original King and I on Broadway as well as the movie. She also won a Donaldson Award for Paint Your Wagon. She has done so many incredible Agnes DeMille works over the years. She's left us a wonderful legacy, and she's still giving a wonderful legacy. Ladies and gentlemen, who's going to speak on her behalf?
First up, I guess we have Mr. Dennis Cole.
Yeah.
I think he just came to get the audience? No. The arrangers.
Hello, Dennis. How are you?
Well, I'm thrilled to be here. I am a member because I was a dancer. And this is a wonderful idea, and very exciting for this award. I've known Gemze since 1962, 47 years. When I was a little dancer, met her at City Center, auditioned for Brigadoon when they were doing all those revivals, Jean Dalrymple doing the revivals. Oh, sorry, my name. And I was one of, I auditioned, Gemze was doing Maggie, and I was one of the new boys, the only new boy that got a job. Got the job that, yeah, okay. And proceeded to work with Agnes and Gemze for the next 17 years. Started again as a new dancer. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't even know who Agnes DeMille was. So I'm sitting there and I said, yeah, well, I got something to learn. I better watch. So when everybody was asked to leave, when Agnes was working with solo dancers, I would stay and hide behind winter coats and watch and listen. And that's how I learned. Jean Dalrymple was doing the last revival at the City Center of Brigadoon, and Jamie Jameson, who always restaged it, could not do it. So I'm sitting with Gemze, and I said to Gemze, and my next move was from dance captain to become an assistant. So I looked at Gemze and I found out that Jamie couldn't do it. So I said to Gemze, why don't you choreograph it and I will assist you? Well, she turned around and said, you choreograph it and I will assist you. Well, that was the start of my moving up to become one of Agnes's assistants. I did Agnes's last show. Gemze gave me my career voyage. She, I hate to say it in front of this group because there are so many great ladies, but she is so gracious. She was so gracious to me. She took me with her with almost everything she did. I traveled halfway around the world because of Gemze. I did, she was asked to do, she did Takarazaka, and she did Oklahoma over there with one of their leading female stars that played the male roles. And then several years later, they asked her to come over and she couldn't do it. And then to do a show bringing the girl back to the stage because she was doing soap operas. on television. And so Gemze turned it down or couldn't do it. And Gemze said, "You do it." And I said, I certainly will. 3 months in Japan and did the show. It was absolutely, it was such a chance, and she was so supportive. And I'm still trying to figure out after 47 years why. But no, there was a love there. To be able to, in front of my peers, you all, there are people sitting here that night from 1960, you know, Luigi was my teacher. I said, what am I doing? I learned a lot of people sitting here. That's why I'm so thrilled, my God. I moved, because of Gemze, moved to assistant choreographer, director, producer. If I hadn't met her and been involved with the people that she brought me with when we went around and when we did stuff, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't have had a career. The best thing is last year, Mary Rogers, you know who Mary Rogers is. This is the funniest thing I've ever heard. Mary met Gemze and she said, "Gemze de Lappe." And Mary said, you know, anybody with the name Gemze de Lappe, you have to fall in love with instantly. So true. But the trip, the voyage has been absolutely wonderful. And I'm, again, thrilled to be here to talk about her. And also in front of my peers to say, I love her. It's something that we really don't have a chance to say.
I do too. And our last speaker, is Miss Ricci Adan.
Hi there. Gosh. Hi, I am Ricci Adan. I have worked with Gemze on 6 productions of The King and I. As you can see, my costume. And I have learned that Gemze lives life to its fullest. A friend who is compassionate, intuitive, and wise. Gemze loves what she does and thrives to make work and life better. She does everything throughout. Gemze is a dancer. Like all dancers, she is true to herself. As a matter of fact, even as a choreographer, she still stays with the dancers on the dorms and sleeps late during tech week. As an artist, she demands that we dancers step up to the plate and give her the quality the ballet deserves. The first time I heard her direct the ballet for The King and I was amazed how in tune she was about its culture. I remember during the scene when the king introduces Anna to his wives, how different she was to their eyes. When I met my first